learned a lot. I learned that we were sold into slavery for disobedience.
Okay, Sis Daphne, you know about slavery? Are you familiar with slavery? You're not familiar with slavery happening to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? What about the French enslaving the Haitians? You're not familiar with that either? No? So are you just choosing to be ignorant about it, or you know it exists, you just don't want to acknowledge it? Huh? Do you speak English well? Or more Creole?
More Creole.
Okay, so you understand more Creole. All right, so just listen. So T, you said you learned about slavery while standing here. What else? And those slaves, the slaves that came over here on those cargo slave ships, it primarily happened in the transatlantic slave trade, which was 1619. Who were they? What was their nationality? They were Israelites. They were Israelites, sis Daphne. The Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, check. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who consist of so-called American blacks, West Indies, Haitians, they are, thank you, they are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You understand? According to the Bible. When Christians say, T, that, oh, we are all children of God, that's not biblical. You understand? That's not in the Bible, because God says, watch this, go to Exodus chapter 4, and we're going to read verse 22. I know you've been here for a minute and you've learned a lot, but I just want to make sure you solidify after leaving. And Daphne, you just catch what you are able to understand, right? Solidify that we are not African American. We are not black, T. We are not so-called Hispanics. We are not Haitian. Haitian, remember, Sis Daphne, when you walked up here, the officer asked you, what does Haitian mean? You said, I don't know. That's what you said, right? Watch this. Hold that. Matter of fact, before we read that, give me Isaiah. The ox know of his owner, Isaiah 1 and 3. Watch this. Read that. Because Daphne, what Daphne said, T, is actually Bible prophecy. And we're going to prove it.
I really got to pick up my kids now. I'm for a little.
That's cool. Whenever you're ready to go. But I just want you to make sure you understand this. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox know his owner.
So God says an ox is a docile animal. I mean, it's not too intelligent, right? But yet, with the level of intelligence that an ox has, he knows who he belongs to, T. That's like if you were to have a dog, right? Daphne, you know what a dog is, right? A dog. A dog is not too intelligent, but yet, if you own that dog realizes you're its master. God says, read it again.
The ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
And an ass is another docile animal. God says those two animals would know who they belong to, and those two animals would know where they come from. Watch this, but
Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But Israel, Daphne, the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so-called Haitians, which come from the tribe of Levi, Judah, T, the so-called American blacks, but Israel
Do not know.
they don't what?
Not know.
They are, God says they don't have the wisdom of an ass and an ox, knowing who their master is, nor do the children of Israel know where they are from.
Right.
That's why we call our names like African American,
Right.
like American black,
Right.
like Haitian,
Right.
like Puerto Rican,
Right.
and then we ask the question, simple question, you've been calling yourself that all your life. What does it mean?
Teach.
I don't know.
This is what the white man did.
There you go. This is why you don't know what those names mean.
Right.
You understand? Because those names were given to you, Daphne, by the French.
Right.
The white man, the so-called white man, when he put you on cargo slave ships and he dropped you off here to serve him for over 400 years, he said, I can't teach him who he is.
Right.
I can't teach him where he's from. I can't teach him how great he is. You understand? Because if I do that, I'm going to teach him that he is better than me.
Get out.
Because that's what the Bible says. What?
That's why they want us to read.
Exactly. That's why he didn't want us to read, T. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, read verse 6. That's why he didn't want us to read. Because if you learn how to read, T, if you learn how to read, Daphne, you're going to read this. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God says we are a holy people. Who? Hold that. Go back to Exodus 4. I ain't forget about it. Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. Read.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 22.
Come on.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh,
God said to Pharaoh what?
thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son.
Who?
Israel is my son.
So the only children of God, according to God, is the 12 tribes of Israel. Nobody else. Nobody else. Don't let the Christian church lie to you. Nobody else can be the children of God. Go ahead. Okay.
So, God, the Most High God love only us, right?
100%.
What about the other nations? What's going to happen to them?
Give me that in 2nd Ezra. You already know what I want. Give me that in 2nd Ezra. What is it, 13?
With the other guy, I think,
6 and 12? Thank you.
He was telling me that the Most High God, Jesus on the
It's 6 and 12, right?
No, that's what he was saying. Jesus on the came and died for us, right? For the Israelites, right?
Jesus came and died for Israel, yes. Hold that. Give me Matthew chapter 2 and read verse 6.
No, let me show him this too while he's worrying about other people.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look at this. Why are you worrying about other people? Read this. I want you to read it. What do you say?
You go ahead and read, bro. I mean my glasses.
It says, Mississippi University student found hanged on campus with no signs of foul play. So family raises question.
That was posted 4 hours ago.
Mississippi University student found hanged. Let me translate the right way. Found lynched.
Lynched.
I know what hanging is.
Yeah, found hanged on a campus with no signs of foul play.
They basically said the brother hung himself in Mississippi. That was posted 4 hours ago. It's on CNN. That was CNN, right? Caucasian News Network.
CNN. You know why that's happening? Because of Charlie Kirk.
That's the estate. That's the estate that we are in this country called Babylon the Great, which the Bible calls it, or America. You understand? Watch this. What we was at? Oh yeah. Matthew chapter 2. Read that.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
No. Matthew chapter 2, verse 6. Yes, sir.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea,
In the land of Judah,
art not thou the least of the princes of Judah? For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
who is God's people? Are you listening, T?
My people Israel.
God, T, who did God say his people is? It's Israel. It's Israel. Now everybody else that you asked the question. 2nd Ezra chapter 6.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou hast made us Lord of all thy creatures.
God said Adam was Lord over everything that God made. Come on.
Of him come we all.
Meaning all races of people come from Adam. Watch this.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And it says, and the people that God chose. Who are they? Who's the people that God chose? The Israelites. So the Israelites that God chose came from Adam as well. Watch this.
All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
God said the reason why he created the earth, he created the earth for his people, his chosen people. Watch this, come on.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam,
They come from Adam as well.
thou hast said that they are nothing.
That they're what?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Woo. God say nothing. What that mean, T? God says that the other people are nothing. Exactly. Watch this. He's going to define that nothing.
But be like unto spittle.
It's like spit. You spit on the ground, you forget about it. You keep going about your day. Come on.
And as likened the abundance of them unto the drop that falls of a vessel.
God says you can take them all and gather them up, and they would still be considered like a drop that fall from a bucket to him. Come on.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen.
Heathen is another name for the other nations, or Gentile, right? Come on.
Which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Meaning they always, from the beginning of time, had the reputation of nothing. That's why God made them. You understand? The problem is we can't register in our mind why we were created.
Right.
You understand? Once we understand that, why we were created, then we can understand why God created them. Come on.
Have begun to be lords over us.
God says they have begun to be lords over us now. Why, T? Why are the nations lording over us now?
I understand it when I was up there earlier.
There you go. For our disobedience. That's why they are lording over us. But that was never the case with God. That was not the reason why God created us, so he can put other nations over us.
Right.
It's we need to come back to God. We need to keep his commandments.
Right.
That's how we get back the rightful position of where we need to be as a people.
So everybody on this time, the Israelites, come back to God and start keeping his commandments.
Give me,
That's when we gonna
watch this, I'm going to prove it. Go to Deuteronomy. I want to read Deuteronomy chapter 1 and read verse 1. No, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. Thank you.
It's got to be all of us, right?
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
God says if we shall hearken, if we do listen to God, come on,
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command you this day.
so that means we have to perform the commandments of God. Like how the officer was telling you that Christmas is pagan. Christmas is actually written in the Bible for us not to practice.
Right.
Birthdays is written in the Bible for us not to practice.
Right.
The defiled foods, shrimp, crab, lobster, that is written in the Bible for us not to consume.
Right.
You understand? So if we do those things, what will God do?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
God will set us above all nations, like we read in Deuteronomy chapter 7. Come on.
Above all nations of the earth.
There you go. That's it on that? It was more? Read verse 2.
And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
How you doing, sisters? Sisters over here. What's your names? What's your name, sis? You speak English? A little bit of English? Okay, how about your mother? Ma, you speak English too? No? All right. So T, yes, if we keep God's commandments, God will put us back in our rightful place.
Right.
I got your number, brother. I gotta go, man.
All right, brother. It was good talking with you. Make sure you check out the flyer. If you got more questions, call us.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.